We're getting cabin. I know I'm getting cabin fever. It's just like, there's too much rain. So welcome to Valuation Wednesdays, Comp Wednesdays. I call it Valuation Wednesdays. So for the people that don't know me, are new to this, my name's Renee Oliva. I am a broker associate with eXp Realty. Been here for about months now, but also I have a background in property valuation, appraisal, and for many years. So, but just a little disclaimer before I do anything, because we record these. The valuations that I do tonight are under as an eXp broker associate. Okay, these are based on as being a broker associate with eXp. However, I do have a background in property valuation. Okay, so I have to make that disclaimer real quick because I have to differentiate myself. So welcome again. I hope everybody's staying warm, staying dry. Hopefully, I don't know if it snowed in your area or rained and wind, and we've just had been some crazy weather for a while now. Last week a whole lot better. So last week, what we're going to do tonight, this is the agenda. I'd like to give you an agenda. First off, I wanted to let you know this is it's an open forum. If you have questions, ask. Whatever you need, just ask. Just raise your hand or just sound off. This is the way I like it. Just an open forum. Okay. So first off, the agenda, we're going to do just a quick little articles and a graph real fast. I like to just throw out some deep dive. I did it about a couple weeks ago. We're going to do it again this week just to make sure some of the people weren't here on the MLS. I think a lot of people are not too familiar with the MLS. Some people are a little bit more familiar about the MLS. So we're going to go into that a little bit more. I'm going to give you a little bit more ideas on how to search and things like that. Also, not quite sure if you guys know how to read a plat map.
You guys, keep freezing.
Excuse me?
You keep freezing up.
Oh. Am I freezing? Am I freezing now?
Yeah.
Am I better? Okay. So but again, I don't know the experience levels, a lot of you out there, but a plat map is the lot, right? Basically the map of the lot and the lots and how to use it, how to read it, how to search for your lot, right? I don't know if a lot of you use plat maps that much. Seller side, right? We want to know where the lots begin and end and the shape and different things like that. So so never before. Okay, Jorge. Okay, so I'm going to go over that too, because I think that's very vital, especially on either side, on the buyer and seller side. It's like you need to know your lots, your lot dimensions, your lot size, and how to read it and how to find it, how to find your lot and different things like that. So we're going to go over that today also, over evaluation, we're going to actually a live valuation that one of our agents here has a property in LA. So we're going to do that too. So that's basically the agenda, what we're going to do tonight. Real quick, I like to bring up these different things, different articles or different graphs that I see throughout the week. Let me to just some current things, current events, current articles or graphs that so let me hook up my phone here. But I really like that avatar thing. That's something definitely new to Zoom. I don't recall that. They're always enhancing Zoom. Always. So I just wanted to go over this really fast, really quick. It's a graph that was sent to me. This is in the Sacramento area. And what it is basically kind of what we're doing here. Basically property valuation, determining value of the property, but not just determining the value of the property. Of course, that's very important. If we're on the listing side, we want to know, now we know what it's worth. Now we're to get enough people in, but not give it away, right? I always say that. Let's bring people in, especially now. Well, now hopefully in a couple of weeks, we're going to have daylight savings time start again on March 12th. Daylight savings time is coming back. Yay. I like that. I love more sunlight than darkness. So that's a good thing. So we'll have more time. Buyers will be out there, more time to shop, right? Correct. Getting into the springtime, right? So hopefully we'll have more buyers now. So hopefully it'll get a little bit warmer, sun coming out. Spring has sprung. So basically, and this graph is just showing, it says 40% of current pendings, and this is the Sacramento area, Sacramento, Placer, El Dorado, that's up north, needing a price reduction before getting into contract. So 40% of these pending sales in Sacramento needed a price reduction. And I'll go over this graph real quick too, but I want to read this. This shows price reductions work, but 60% got into contract without a price reduction. So proper pricing works even better, right? And that's what we're here for, right? To get the, as much training as we can. Valuation is hard. It's because every house is different, everything, every scenario is different. Every condition is different. Every location is different. So pricing homes is difficult sometimes. And then who knows what exterior is needed. So it's difficult. So this graph is saying, and I know it's kind of hard to see it, but what it's saying here is that, hopefully, can you guys hear me still? I know my internet is a little unstable. It's saying here on the left side here, if there's a 0 price reduction, 0, 5, 10, 15, and 20%. And down here, it's a range of 300,000 to about 900,000 right here. And you see all these little dots here, all this, right? These are all the pending sales. So 300 to 800,000, 900,000 is a affordable price range. That's why you see all these dots. These are all the pending sales. So as you see, with a 20% price reduction, there's some here. With a 15% price reduction, there's a little bit more. But if you come in here with a 0 and 5% price reduction, that's where the majority is, right? The majority of your pending sales. So these properties were priced correct pending sales. So this is just showing that if you price the property right, if you don't need, so you don't need that price reduction, then, you have a better chance of getting into escrow, into pending sales. Okay, these dots way out here, well, these are higher price value. These are probably higher price. I was like 1.2 million, 2.2, 2.1 million. So there's not that many dots, right? Because those properties are, they're not affordable for the average buyer. It's of pricing the property correctly, right? And sometimes it's difficult, but that's why we're here. And it just takes time. And sometimes you guys stump me, you guys bring me properties. It's like, that's a tough one. That's a really hard one. You know what I mean? And if you really want to do this right, sometimes you got to really research and dig in and try to get a value, but we only have limited time. So, so that's kind of what I'm going at there. So I just went in there real fast. Secondly, I just wanted to show you this real quick article. And it's what I found. Home prices could rise as much as 5% in the coming year, but don't expect a big jump by NAR chief economist, right? don't expect that 20% jump like we had last year. They say, of course, with the, hopefully the interest rates will ease a little bit, but we don't know because the Fed, they're thinking about possibly raising, the Fed rates are going to go up again because inflation has gone up. So to curb that, they got to raise the interest rates. So we'll see how that goes. But basically this article is just saying, don't worry about it. We're not going to get the 20% jump like we did last year. However, we could expect, something more in like the line of about 2, 3, 4, 5%. I mean, that's reasonable. I can see that. It just all depends on where the interest rates are going and where inflation is going, right? Inflation is still going up, even though they've done all these raising the interest rates. We're still seeing high food prices. We're still seeing high gas prices. We're still seeing, so I don't know how this is gonna work. But I just wanted to show that real fast. This at all? I just like to throw these little articles and little graphs out there just for like kind of like current events, But I think we know a lot about this anyways. But I just like to share. So, but okay, so let's stop the share there real fast. So what we're going to do tonight mostly is I just wanted to get into the MLS, and I don't know what the experience level let me get out of here. Wait one sec. I don't know the experience level that people have with the MLS. Are people less experienced, kind of experienced, very experienced with the MLS, or we're going to kind of dig into the MLS. That's basically your bread and butter, right?
Let's dig into it.
Right. Let's get in. Okay. Just for some reason. Oh, wait one sec. My mouse is a little slow tonight. That's giving me problems here. So let me get in here. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. So this is what my MLS looks like, and hopefully yours looks the same way. I know the similar MLSs have different looks, but this is kind of what mine looks like. All right. And what I went over the things here, but I really like this app. Sorry about that. I really like this app right here. It's called MLS Touch. It's a really good app. It's something that I would recommend you get. It's really good. It has hot sheets. It has it shows you when you're in front of the property and you don't have to search for the property. Let's say you see a listing, you drive by it, it will show up automatically on this MLS Touch. All right. So it has tons of information on it, and I would recommend it to go into that, to get something like that. It's a really good app, and it's very easy. It's really user friendly. Okay. So just a little, I would show it to you, but I don't want to spend too much time on that because I want to spend most of the time tonight with MLS and searching around the MLS, and of course doing the valuation at the end. Okay. And I'm clicking into the CRMLS. Hopefully everybody's familiar with that. My mouse is terrible. And we are going to, I don't need that. I don't need that. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go over, I just have just a real quick search here. This is just a quick search. It's a property in Burbank, but I'm just going to go over the different things, the different displays, the different information that's here on this search. Okay. When you go to search, right? This is how you create a search. You go up to search residential. You can either do a detailed or a quick one, right? I go under detailed, and that's what this is. This is a detailed search, right? This is what I use all the time. I don't use, okay? So real fast, we're gonna go, I'm gonna go back into the criteria. So when I searched this property, this property was sent to me by another EXP agent during the week, and I did a Zoom with her, a property in Burbank. So when you go to search, these are the criterias that I choose. I tell when you're searching for property, you're searching criterion. I do not put that much of a criteria. I think a lot of you know that. The more criteria you put, the lesser properties you're going to get, because you're narrowing the search. You're narrowing the search parameters, so you're not going to get as many. And I don't want that. I want a larger amount of properties, basically, right? So I go coming soon. I go active. I go active. So I want to go over this real quick, because a lot of times, why do we, you can do expired and cancel and withholding, withdrawn. I'm not going to go over any of that, but just for the people that are new, coming soon are the properties that are basically coming soon. They're not on the market yet. They're not listed yet. However, it's going to come soon. They're coming soon. They're not currently active, right? So a lot of times realtors will put it in this status, but it's not on the market yet. Not everybody does this. It's only some feel comfortable doing this, but not everybody does it. So, but I want to see what's coming soon, right? I want to see when I'm searching, I want all the information that I can get. Active, of course, is the properties that are on the market currently. Active under contract. There's a difference between active under contract and pending. It's similar, but it's different. For in other trainings, active under contract, it is under contract. They've accepted the offer. However, they're still showing the property. They're still showing the property, doing open houses, different things like that. Because who knows, I think they're either looking for a backup offer, or maybe the offer that they have under contract is a little shaky, maybe. So they're still taking in, they're still showing the property and taking in possible more offer. Under contract is something, well, it's not new, but it's newer. Years ago, they never had that. They didn't even have coming soon. They just had active pendings and solds. And of course, expireds and withdrawn and all the rest of that. Pending, of course, is properties in escrow, looking pretty solid. So then you'd put it under pending sale. And of course, your closed sales, okay? Your closed sales. This is purchases, right? That's what that is. So I just want to break those down and let you know. I just want to also tell you about closed sales. You got to remember, closed sales are past history, right? Closed sales are properties that were in contract 30 to 45 to 60 days ago, right? And now they're finally closing now, right? So they're our bread and butter. That's what we lean all are weighed on, right, on these closed sales. But you got to also remember these properties were contracted in contract 30 to 45 to 60 days ago. So has the market changed since then, right? In those fast moving markets where the prices go up or the prices go down real fast, real quick, you just never know. So you got to always remember that these closed sales but have closed now, right? But we use them because they're our best indicator. Well, basically our pending is our best indicators, but they're not closed and they're not, they could fall out at any time. We hear a lot of escrows canceling these days, right? A lot of canceled escrows due to the interest rates, right? So those aren't solid, but those are current sales prices, are current offers that people have made, right? So I just wanted to clarify that. That's the reason why I pick all 5 of those, because she was asking me, she goes, oh, you pick all of those? I go, yeah, I pick all of those because I want to know basically, what's out there, right? I want to know things that are new, things that are coming, and things that are sold, right? So any questions on that? I have 0 to 180 days. That's only like 6 months in this scenario. I'm not going to go over, and then the criteria, we had to use 2 zip codes. Usually I only go over 1 zip code. I only put the zip code that the property's in, right? In this case, I could go to 2 zip codes because the zip codes were so close and the values were so close of properties in each of those zip codes that I could use 2 zip codes, but typically I only use 1. So small that we had to extend our search a little bit. So if you want to put 2 zip codes, put the zip code, a comma, and another zip code. If you want to go through 3 zip codes, put another comma and then that zip code. So any little thing, just put a comma in between it, okay? So just to let you know on that. And this was just a smaller little home, in Burbank. I think it was built in 47. We went to 1930, a little bit, I like a little bit older, a little bit newer. We're built in 47. So I went to 1955. I could have probably went to 1960, but I think that's a different kind of home now when you start the homes in 1960 versus a home in 1947 built. Just the appeal is different. So I didn't want to go that far forward. So that's just kind of the search on this one, but that's not what I really want. Any question? Single family here, as you can see, it's highlighted right here. It's single family in the city of Burbank. Nice little house, really nice, really cute little home. And she was going to put an offer on it for her client. So real quick, I'm going to go over results. You go up here and you click results. And then we got 60 of them. We got 60 of them. Okay. All your actives, your under contracts, your pendings, and your solds. As you can see here, A is for active, U is for under contract, pending, and then sold. S is for sold, right? So real quick, so for the people that are not familiar with this, I'm going to go over all the top stuff here. And I want to just show you some things. This is the listing number we'll show you listings. Here, it's going to tell you the status, active, under contract, what kind of sales type it was, property it was, what type of property. Is it a single family? If it was a condo, would it say condo there, or condo townhome? Or if we were looking for multifamily, it'll say multifamily. So that's kind of what that is. Of course, you have the address here, and anything in blue, if you click on it, of course, it's going to open up to to a page. Yeah, every city has an area code, has an MLS code. That's the MLS code, 610 is Burbank, right? And what it is, what's the status? Is it a standard sale? Is it a trust sale, right? If somebody passes and it's under a living trust, or they but not even have to pass. If the property is just a trust, the property's is held in a living trust, then it's a trust sale. Probate, that's when people are saying, probates are distress sales, right? These properties, you may be able to get a good deal on these properties due to the condition, right? Due to possibly repairs needed. Sometimes they have standard trust. HUD, this is a HUD. So HUD owned, what is HUD owned? Can I ask, do you know what a HUD property is?
It's a REO property,
REO, right, REO.
which by the way, we could advertise.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Oh, no, any HUD property, from my understanding, you could advertise it yourself and get leads for it.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
oh, okay, well, that's, yeah, well, that's good, yeah, that's, usually it says foreclosure here, but sometimes they'll put HUD
Mhm.
here, but, right? Or it will have REO. Well, REO, that's a accounting term, right? Real estate owned, for all you
Mhm.
accountants out there. That's an accounting term, but it's a foreclosure, right?
Mhm.
Because banks do not want to hold property. They are
Right.
not real estate companies. They want interest. They don't want to hold homes on their REO, real estate owned, which is
Mhm.
not a good thing, because that's a cost center for them. Because it costs to sell the bank, it costs the bank to sell property. Because they got to get an agent, they got to do all this stuff, they got to fix the house. So they want to get that out. But there's not that many foreclosures right now, right? Are we expecting a lot of foreclosure? We don't know. We have no idea at this point. NOD, what's a NOD?
It's a notice of default.
Anybody else? Anybody?
Notice
said
of default. Mhm.
Huh?
She said it. Notice of default.
Oh, notice of default. And what does that mean?
They have other payments. They're behind.
Yeah. Mhm.
They've defaulted.
Well, not yet. They're in the process of it. They're getting notified. They've missed three payments, three mortgage payments. If you miss 3 point mortgage, but you can bring it back, right? You
Mhm.
can bring it back. If you don't bring it back, then it's gonna go into a trustee sale, a foreclosure. Then it's gonna go.
What
into foreclosure.
happens if they go into foreclosure? Like, can they still get the house back or no?
They can, yeah, they can put money, but they can try to get it back, yeah. But the thing is that you want to get in before it gets there, because you have an actual sales, but you can get an attorney to and help you get to stop the trustee sale.
Okay.
You can stop that trustee sale, but you need to get an attorney out there to stop that. And it's not cheap, but I would try to catch it before it gets to that point, right? To do that. Let's see what else. So of course, these are the list prices, and these arrows, as we all know, look at all these arrows. They're all going down.
Mhm.
They're all going down. So that these arrows mean these arrows mean that it's sold less than the list price. So that's. So it's a great, it's so a lot of, there's some up arrows, but mostly it's down arrows. And this is Burbank. And this area is a nice little area too in Burbank. Price per square foot, right? Price per square foot. How do you calculate that? Sales price divided by the square footage is price per square foot. That's all that is, right? Bedroom and bath, square footage, year built. Those are all very common, very easy. We all know that. Lot size, and then it breaks it down in acreage. And acreage, it gives you both of those. Days on market. Days on market. How many days on the market? And the CDOM is the combined days on market, right? The combined days, correct?
Mhm.
That means if it was active, it expired, it went back on again, all the days, every day, all the time, difference between DOM and CDOM, right? View. Does the property have a view? And in this neighborhood, it's just a regular residential neighborhood, right? And it makes me laugh sometimes because if you click into some of these, and it says view, some of these, it's going to say neighborhood. It has a view of the neighbor mountains, but a view is not your neighborhood, right? A view is not the view of the mountains from your kitchen window that you can see the mountains through your neighbor's, walls or something like that. That's not considered a view. Well, it's a little view, but it's not a marketable view, correct? It's not that what we used to call a peekaboo view. Have you ever heard that term? A
Mhm.
peekaboo, you got to look through just to find that view, right? So it's kind of fun. I don't want to go through all of those, but it's kind of hilarious. Sometimes you see what agents think a view is, right? The PP, that's a pool. That's pretty easily recognized right here. And the back, that's the money. That's the money, guys. That is the buyer's concession.
What's the asterisk on there, on that 2.5?
Excuse me?
The asterisk on the 2.5?
Uh-huh.
Keep going down. Down. One more, right there.
Huh. We'd have to look at the listing and see what that asterisk means.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, I have not seen an asterisk.
Yeah, that's different.
I wonder if it's a dual.
I'll click into that in a little bit. Let me just finish up here.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's curious because I've not seen that either. Thanks for pointing that out.
Mhm.
And then the date, that's the list date. This is the date when it was listed, this date right here. Okay, guys.
Mhm.
So this is the thing you just got to get in, you got to be familiar with for sure. Just getting it. I know some people are new to this, get into it. But the thing I really wanted to show you guys was, well, we want to view, want to view the photos. We can do that. You view the map. Realist. That's your public records, right? You click into that, it will give you the actual public records, the square footage, the lot, the AP number, everything, all the information that you want. That's Realist 2.0, powered by CoreLogic. Have you ever heard of this 2.0? Okay.
Mhm.
So, and then we have assessor's maps, which we're going to go over in just a bit. And then, of course, if you want to watch this property, this is a listing, you want to see the activity and what's going on with this on a daily basis, you click on these little little things here, and it'll watch it for you. You know, you'll have it under watch. But basically what I wanted to go under this listing, documents here, way over here on this end, document, and this is where you find the virtual tours. Did you guys know that this is the area, if they have a virtual tour, this is where it's going to be? And these are really cool. I don't know if you've got and listed a property and used a virtual tour of your own.
Mhm.
Has anybody done that?
I have, but I had not seen that section there. I've always included it in the MLS, but
Okay, this is where this is where it shows up. Can you see my screen still?
Mhm.
And this is what it looks like. Oh, videos. You click on video. They're all different.
So when the buyer.
Some of them are really nice. Huh?
Mhm. So when the buyer receives it, they get this as well? I had not.
Yep. It's on the MLS.
Okay,
Can you see that?
yeah.
Well, there's music to this too, but it's not going to show up on my, see? That's pretty nice, right?
Mhm.
So this is where you find, not only are you seeing the photos on the MLS, you're seeing the virtual tour. And this is really important when you're shopping for your buyers, correct?
Mhm.
In this case, this property is in pretty nice shape. Kind of outdated kitchen though, right? I mean, ceramic tile countertops and the rest, but it's still, oh, but well, look at the carpets. So it's not bad, but it definitely needs work for sure. Right? You find the virtual tours. And if you add one of these to your listings, this is where it's going to show up
Mhm.
on the MLS. All right. So that's a good place. Don't forget that it's over here, but not, of course, not everybody does a virtual tour, right? Not everybody does. Quite a few people did, but not everybody. But this is another thing that I wanted to show you. Did you guys know there's documents here too? See these little documents? Says documents. And
Mhm.
they could be different things, but mostly if you click on it, it's in PDF form typically. So you got to go to you got to click on PDF over here. And voila. It is a floor plan. Pretty nice, right?
Mhm.
More people are putting in floor plans now, because this will show you, right, if the property has a good floor plan or not. Have you been in those homes sometimes and the floor plan is just terrible, right? It's like, this does not go at all, right?
Mhm.
Right? Well, at least if they have a document here, you can, this is a small little house, so the floor plan is okay, right? So this is where you find any document. Let's see, let's go down here. What's this one? Oh, it's a cover sheet. It's an offer cover sheet. I don't want to see that. But so always click into these. If there's a document, see what it is. But typically what it's going to be a floor plan. Right? So that's correct. It's like, oh, by the way, this is the floor plan of this property, just to let you know. You can download it and then email it to them. You know, it makes you look like, you know, you're doing your due diligence. before we go out to the property, this is what the floor plan looks like. So that's always a good thing. Makes you more credible, makes, just everybody's life easier, correct? And any questions on that? New people, anything on that? Any questions on that? Did everybody know about those things? So if no questions, I am going to go over plat maps. I don't know if you know, if you ever utilized the plat map. If you know what it is, I'll show it to you right here. It's the assessor's parcel map, assessor's parcel map. Right? Assessor's number, right? It has the assessor's number, and this is the map that goes with that number. And it shows you exactly where or what the lots are, what it looks like. And that's good when you're, of course, with your buyers or sellers. We want to know the shape of the, if it's a rectangle, you already know, right? But sometimes on these assessor encroachments, right? Properties that are over the property line, right? Sometimes that happens, where the property lines are. Sometimes the neighbor's fence is over the property line, right? Sometimes their garage is on your property. So it's always good to look at these plat maps to make sure that everybody's right and everybody's, there's no what we call encroachment. But it's more what the appraisers look at. But we don't want our neighbors and encroaching on our property, right? We want all our property rights, right? So here, let's say we click into this active listing, right? This is the assessor parcel number right here. This is the assessor parcel number right there. This is it. If you click into it, it's going to give you your legal. This is it right here. It's on Mariposa Street. All right. So this is the APN, assessor's parcel number. And this is the legal description, tract number, and it's lot number 124. So there's an APN number and a legal description, two different numbers, two different things, right? Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, so a lot of people understand. And so here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the parcel map now, okay? The assessor parcel map. So we're going to go back to that. You can do it another way too, but I'm just going to show you how to do it this way. So this is a nice little cute little home here. Sorry about my what's happening. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the actual parcel map and show you what it looks like and how to read it. So here it is. You just click on that parcel map. It comes up. You got to download it. You got to download it. And if you click the download, and it downloads it into, click on it. And this is the parcel map. This is, oops, where'd it go? This is the parcel map right here. Up here is the parcel number, that 2462, it's 016, and our lot is 024. So 2462, 016, and so now you got.
It didn't come up.
To go all the way down. Can you see it?
Mm-mm.
You don't see it?
No.
How about now? Can you see it
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yes,
So, sorry. Let's go
Okay.
back, 2462. That's the first part of the AP number. 0164 is our lot. 024 is our lot. So it's this one right here. So you see there's a circled number and then a regular number, right? This circle number, this is the AP number, 024. This top number, that is the lot number. Different things, okay? AP number, circled number, right? Okay. So this will show you the design, the lots, each side, the total square footage of the lot. But there's a discrepancy here. A lot of times it's not what on this plat map is not on the legal description. Sometimes there's a couple 100 feet difference. Not quite sure why. But there's something, but sometimes it's right on, but sometimes there's a difference. If I'm gonna use lot size, use that size, use what's on the legal description when you're putting it in your MLS, in your if you're listing a property. But sometimes this is a little bit smaller here on the lot right here, okay? So I just want to let you know on that it shows you all the dimensions. It will show you alleyways. It will show you if there's a driveway easements, different things like that. So these plat maps are very, very important properties that are this is a joint lot together, right? Has lot 129 and 130 together, making one lot together. So these plat maps are very important and you should be very familiar with them when you start or anytime, buyer or seller. Hey, you know what I mean? So the reason why I pulled this plat map here is because the property that they're looking for is this one, but right here is a big vacant lot. Well, it's not big, it's about 3,000 square feet. It's vacant lot. And right here is a big Costco. It's a huge Costco, like a Costco, but she was wondering, what this lot is, what's going on here and how big is it? And is it going to be an issue? And because the buyers were concerned. They weren't concerned about the Costco, but they were concerned about this little lot here, right? I know this is kind of confusing, but the more you do it, but I would always be checking these plat maps just to make sure that there's nothing, funky about the lot, or it's subdivided, or, different things like that you really need to know. And you really need to have a good understanding of how to read these plat maps, right? Because you want to make sure, you don't want to be surprised, right? You don't want to be surprised at when you're in escrow to possibly could affect something. Okay, any questions at all? Anybody?
no,
No. Okay.
she just wanted to see what's that empty lot, what it is.
Excuse me.
She just wanted to see what the empty lot is. or
She
what
wanted
it's
to. I'm just showing you the plat map, but she was
Yeah.
curious about what it was. But what it was.
Yeah, because you could go on the map itself and it'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, you could do that too. You could also do that too. But I'm just showing you what the plat map is too. But yeah, you could just go on the listing and click on the map
Uh-huh.
and see that. Yeah, for sure. But for just training purposes right now, I'm just
Oh,
showing
okay.
you the plat map.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can come here and you can click. Yeah, let's see. And then of course, yeah, you click on the map, just for people that don't know, and click on the map. And then wherever you click on this map, This is the area you're talking about right here. You just click on it and it'll show you what it is. Public Empire Center, it's an industrial lot. So just to let you know, for people that are new to this, anything that you click here, it'll tell you, click on this, it'll
It's not showing up on the,
tell you the address, right? Oh, it's not?
no.
That's weird. But anyways, it's showing up on mine. That's so weird.
Mhm.
That's crazy. That is something. Sorry. That is something. But anyways, trust me. Let me try again. So that's a good. Can you see it now?
No, we just see the MLS. Information.
Oh, okay. So it probably doesn't take it. It probably doesn't show it. But just to let you know, that's kind of what happens. If you click on anything here, it will show you. Just trust me, on my side, that's an industrial. And over here, right here, that's where the Costco is. All right. As a matter of fact, it's right here. The Costco is right here. So, and I told her probably not. It's not going to be, because it was fenced. It was gated. So, I mean, there's not going to be a bunch of transients or anything. Hopefully, not sleeping in there or whatever. So it wasn't. I didn't think it was going to be an issue at that point. So hopefully, I just gave you a little, training on the plat map, how to look for virtual tours, how to look for documents on MLS of the MLS when you're searching, right? Let's see what else.
Can I see what that asterisk is?
Oh yeah, that asterisk. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm curious.
No, me too. No, me too. This is the one, because I never seen that before.
Mhm.
Let's see. So down, that's probably because it's a probate sale subject to court confirmation and overbidding in court probate, because it's a probate. I'm
Oh.
assuming that's the reason for the asterisk, probably.
With the remarks, right?
With the remarks,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see an asterisk, that's the back, plus there's some type of remark there, because it's still subject to court confirmation,
Mhm.
right? And in a probate, just to let you know, you need court confirmation. You can't sell the property at a probate sale if you don't have court confirmation, right?
Mhm.
So just for the newer people out there, that you just can't do that. So real quick, we're going to go back to criteria real fast. And I was going to show you some other things, but I'm going to just show you some real quick ways, couple quick things. First off, if you're looking for solar, it's way at the bottom. There's all these criteria, room, door features, kitchen features, blah, 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 blah. Pool, you can put all this criteria, school district if you want, but try not to put too many criteria in when you're searching. But if you're looking for solar, which is a big thing now, well, not a big thing, but it's going to become bigger, you have solar right here if you're looking for properties with solar. But are your buyers looking for properties with solar?
Mhm.
Not really, are they?
Mhm.
Not too much right now, because the solar is not going away. It's not going away, okay? But what I wanted to show you guys was wildcards. Wildcards. So let's say you're looking for a fixer, right? Or ADU, or something, like needs TLC, and you don't want to be searching for all these different things, right? So these are the wildcards. This is the way you do it. So you go to colon, right? asterisk, and whatever you want, let's say ADU, asterisk, and then close your quotation marks. So quotes, asterisk, ADU, ADU, asterisk, then close quotes, right? That's how you search for an ADU remarks. And in private remarks, you can do the same thing. Same thing. You can do the same thing. You just want to look for a TLC. You want a fixer, right? So let's say you want a fixer with an ADU. So ADU, comma, oh, wait, asterisk, you got to close the asterisk. Then comma, then asterisk again, fixer, asterisk, and you can put a whole bunch of these, but remember asterisk, asterisk, before and after whatever you're looking for. And it just doesn't have to be a word. It could be, a stream of words like has potential, or, investor's dream, or, something like that. But you can line all these up, and you can, because a lot of times they might not put it in the criteria in the home, the features of the home, but they'll put a comment in the public remarks or the private remarks, these properties. So this is the way you search that way. So you don't have to go over everything. You just want to find properties that have these things, right? You want a buyer that he wants an ADU, right? He's looking for properties with an ADU. This is the way you search it. This is the way, because it might not show up in the features of the home, right? So this is a great time saver. So remember, quotes, open quotes, asterisk, whatever you're looking for. If you're streaming them, string them along, right? Asterisk, whatever, asterisk, comma, asterisk, whatever, asterisk, comma, blah, 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 then close quotes. But remember those quotes, because that's going to catch everything. And you can do that in the public remarks and the private remarks, okay? Any questions on that? That is a time saver for sure.
Mhm.
I use that a lot because I want to, and all this stuff, I want to get, of course, I'm going to search, in general, but now I'm looking for something more specific. So this is the way I do that, right? Okay. So any questions at all on that? I know it's a lot. This MLS has so much information. It has so much you could do with this thing that it would take hours to go through the whole thing, a lot of info, and basically you just got to dig in and do it. Real quick, postal code means zip code. Postal code means zip code. Living area means square footage, just to make sure that everybody knows, because a lot is living area, square footage the same. All the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. But I just wanted to go over those things really fast with you, real quick. But I really want to go over that plat map. A lot of people are not familiar with plat maps too much, because I don't know if you utilize them as much as maybe we should, just to make sure that what's going on with our lot, right? That's a huge thing. I don't want to, we, of course, we always do a preliminary title report, right? A prelim, right? We always pull that, but that just has meets and bounds and this and that. I think there's a plat map in there too. But to have that information, so I can be on top of that, right? If my buyers or sellers, have a question or whatever, I can answer that. Let's see. I think that's it on that. So any questions at all on the MLS, what we went over at all? Anything at all? So if not, we're going to go right to our property that we're gonna do our valuation on.
And that's okay, Renee. It's late and it's, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one and it's late, so.
Is it difficult? Well,
Yeah.
let me see how difficult it is, and if not, then we'll shut it down. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see first. What was the address again? What was the address again?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. I think I have it here. It was, let's see. Oh, 1160 South Lucerne. Okay. I remember now. (1160) South Lucerne. This is in the city of Los Angeles. And let's see. And we're gonna do this real quick. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and it is, the MLS says 12 something. The building square footage is 1293 square feet. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, built in 1922, right? The street looks like. So it's your basic home, and this is what the house looks like. Your basic home in the city of Los Angeles. Have you been inside this house?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Is it?
No, it's a fixer.
It's a fixer? Okay.
Yeah, it's not to price it, it's to make an offer. That's why.
Oh, okay. So what are you looking at in terms of price?
Hadn't reached one, I mean, because there are no comps for houses that size. Then like a little pocket, all the comps are for bigger houses.
1293 square feet. Okay, let's see. And that's 91506. Let's just see how. So 91506. I'm just gonna need a new search. 91506. Just real fast. Single family. I'm not even gonna put in, I'm gonna go back 365 days. Okay, guys, not 180. I'm gonna go 365. Okay, that's 1 year, right? Because if it sounds, you said it's difficult, I might have to go back more than 6 months, right? And you said it's about a 1200, it's like 12 something. So I'm gonna go about 1,000 square feet to about 1,600 square feet. And I know it's built in 1922. So I'm gonna go about 1900 to about 1945. Maybe 1940.
Renee, sorry to disturb you. Is that
That's
the
okay.
correct, is that the correct zip code for that home?
Excuse me, I didn't get you. Hello?
Sorry, is that the correct zip code for that address?
Did it say 91506? Is that what it was?
I just don't think that's for LA.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. 90019. Sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say 9. You're right. That's the wrong one. You're right. 90019. Okay, yeah, you're right. Thanks for the catch.
I worked
90019.
at the post office for almost 30 years, so it didn't.
Oh,
screw
okay. Thanks.
me. My pleasure.
You're like, wait a sec, that's not right.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got quite a few of them. I don't see. I don't, that's the criteria. Let's look at the map. Where all these properties are. So you're having a problem finding comparables?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out after repair value, like once it's fixed up. That's what I'm saying. It's okay because it's gonna take a while. So,
Oh. Oh, it's repair, oh, you want what it's worth now and then what it's worth, repair value?
well, I want to know, like, I was looking for comps for after repair value, once it's been rehabbed, which will help determine how much to offer.
Ah. So you want remodeled. So that's what the problem was, right?
Right, there's no remodel homes that size. Like they're all 2,000 and something square
Ah.
feet.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say there's plenty of them that size.
Yeah,
But did you do the remarks? Let's see if we can find one like that.
no, I did not do that.
I'm just kind of guessing right now. Because yeah, this one will take a while because if that's what you're looking for. Oops. If that's what you're looking for. No, yeah, you're right. Because we'd have to go down because it's not finding anything. But did you go, I'm assuming you went through quite a few of these already, right?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that you had some magic trick, Renee,
That would
some magic sauce.
be, well, this was, well, that's not a quick,
I know, that's what I said. It's not a quick one. That's why I said it's okay, because it's not a quick one.
oh, okay, because I thought you were like, oh, okay, well, there's that would be the magic sauce would be, I'd have to put remodeled, I'd have to go, I went 365. The next, if there's the next zip code over, the next zip code over, if that's plausible, needs some research for sure. And that's why I said earlier that but this is the basic what I do. 365, those criteria, the zip code, a few 100 feet ahead and smaller and bigger. And then the year built, I just kind of, it's 1922. So I kind of put it right there in the middle at 1900 to 1940 for the people that don't, that are brand new. Again, this is a little bit more involved. Let's see what it says here that it's worth. This is just regular estimated value based on is about a little over $1 million. That's just, I'm just seeing where to start at. So I'm assuming properties.
So that's what I was coming up with. And I went back further back in time too. So I came up with some stuff a little over $1 million as well.
Yeah.
That some stuff that's been rehabbed. It's just that it was less than 90 days. I mean, it was more than 90 days. And so I know the market has changed since then. So I was wondering, like, how much should I discount it? Do I discount it 20%?
Here's one that sold for $1,055,000. And looks in pretty good condition, but I don't think it's completely remodeled. So I think we're worth more than that. Oh, this is a Spanish bungalow. You're not a Spanish bungalow. A lot of times these Spanish properties will go for more than because their style. A lot of people like the Spanish style and they'll pay more for them. Cosmetic fixer. Oh, I don't want that. So it looks like you're over even $1 million some if you're going to update this home. Sycamore. Investors welcome.
So see, like they're asking $1,050,000. Of course, it's been on the market for a long time.
Right.
That's why I was trying to figure out, okay, so what's the after repair value, and then I can back out, do the calculation, and I can come up with a maximum allowable offer.
Right.
But when I sent it to you, I apologize because I should have told you it's
Okay,
not.
yeah.
a
I
quick
didn't
one.
know. Yeah. I was like, when I looked, I was like, there's plenty of properties here, but you didn't
Yeah.
tell me what you're doing with it.
Yeah, I should have made it a lot more clear other than work it.
Yeah, it was a little bit more because this is very well. First, you're going to have to find out what it's worth today, right? As a fixer. Then you're gonna have value approximately when you remodel it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you need two values at this point. Yeah. So this is going to be. It looks like it. The way it is, probably. You're probably in the 900,000s, right? As the way it just sits. Probably depending on how bad it is.
Yeah.
Looks like you're going to be like in the probably somewhere in this. Oh, but this is like on this beauty. So this one's at 970. And it's been on the market for over 200 days. So what the property is now is probably going to be somewhere in the low to mid 9s, depending on the repairs needed.
See, okay, so that's what I was thinking too. I just wanted
Right.
some kind of confirmation like that.
Yeah, that's just based on I'm just throwing that out there, just based on what I'm looking at, real fast, real quick, boom, boom, boom. Again, need more research on it, but that's 9s. But you went inside the property, so you know better than I do.
Right.
And now the hard part is looking for something remodeled, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. This one on Saturn. Oh, here we go. This one sold for 1.198. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, a little bit smaller.
So are we able to see
Oh.
how far that is from the subject property?
Are you in Wilshire Vista?
No, it's like close to Oxford Village, but it's not in Oxford Village because that's a historical
Right.
preservation. But it's off of Pico, but I think you're in a better area. Right there.
Oh, this is a better area.
Yeah. Well, I think you've given me kind of what you know.
No, but I mean, this gives you an
about-
idea of what it would what it be when it was remodeled, if it's remodeled. Yeah. But you're probably looking at 1.1, over like 1.1 somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. But again, this is really gonna. So that's why I said that these are they're not all cut and dry, but I think in the low 9s would be a good starting point, for what it is right now.
Yeah.
And but after the remodel, then that's going to take a little bit more research for sure. Yeah. But so they're going to purchase it at a certain point.
That's the thought is, to purchase it, fix it up.
But they want to make sure. Yeah. Right. So they have a ROI. They want a certain return on investment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might have to be, a lower off, an offer lower than the low nine.
Right, maybe we're gonna look at the high eights, maybe,
Maybe, yeah,
yeah, the high eights, so they can get more ROI.
precisely.
Yeah, put more money into the property, get more cash out. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's just an example of that's a good example. That's a very good example. But those properties are need to be researched a lot more for sure. But like she was saying, it is getting a little late. I just want any questions first off. Any questions about MLS? I know I went through it really quick. You got to get familiar with it, know it like inside and out, but I don't even know it inside and out as much as I can, but there's always some little here and there, like that asterisk. I didn't know about that. That back with the asterisk. I remember the plat maps, remember the virtual tours, remember the extra documents that you can find that are mostly floor plans, on the MLS. Check those out, just that information, and then just don't put too much criteria when you're searching, because that's going to narrow your search for and you want a lot more information than less information, right? You want to LA, it's a difficult because there's so many different little pockets, different neighborhoods. Some you can't go into, some are historical, some are, it's very, you got to maneuver where you want to go, and if you're in that neighborhood, stay there. But if you go outside of it, you might be over, evaluating. But any other questions at all on that? Anybody?
I don't have a
At
question
all?
on that, but just piggybacking off of some of what Misty was with her dealing with an investor or whatever. You're talking about, they're gonna need to do 2 appraisals. So for an appraiser to go out for an as-is and then an ARV, so after repair value, about how much are appraisers charging for that type of appraisal, since we generally only see, your traditional buyer with the appraisal for its current condition to make sure that it's going to get approved by the bank.
Oh, for as is, as if
Mhm.
appraisal, like 2 appraisals? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Okay, well, it all depends on the research, but at least one appraisal is going to cost at least five, at least $500 to $600, right? So if they're going to have to redo, I mean, maybe I don't want to price people, but somewhere in the high 9s, maybe. It just depends on the research involved. But it's going to be it's going to be expensive, pretty, about there
To about 800-900.
somewhere, but not if more, if possibly more. A lot of it depends on the drive, right? The location and
Right.
and the research involved, right?
Gotcha.
If the guy's a local guy, he's not driving that far, then it's going to be cheaper, right? You're going to send a guy from far, it's going to be more expensive, right? Because the gas and the location and stuff like that.
Right.
But don't quote me on that, because I don't want to quote prices, and
No,
'cause
I'm not behind your arm, behind your back.
yeah,
Just
no,
trying to
I
get
know.
an idea. That's be something to let the investors know, like, hey, if you.
But I will go
you know.
appraisal. Yeah, I know. Hey, so I somewhere's in that general range, but it all depends on research and location and time spent and things like that. But your regular appraisal is gonna charge. They're gonna charge you what, $500-600, somewhere in there, in that neighborhood.
Jeepers.
So, excuse me.
Good to
No, I just-
know.
Yeah.
It's good to know. I just said jeepers. What if I do some of the homework for them? Geez, I'm joking.
It's
It is what it is.
it's a tough road, but that is definitely a good that property is a good a learning one, but that you have to really delve into it. Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate what you did. I really do.
Oh no, well, at least you kind of know the as is, I think but depending on the repairs and the rest of that.
Yeah.
So all right. everybody with that. I want to thank everybody for coming and for attending. Again, Saturday, we will be, with the title reps. They'll be doing farming. I'll be doing some of this a little bit and a little bit more. What else? I don't know if Frank's going to be doing any type of presentation at all, but he said it starts at 10 o'clock in the office, 10 to 12, 12:30, somewhere's right there. So yeah, so this is the things that are going to start doing on a regular basis. Of course, we're going to still be doing our Zooms. I mean, we're not going to get away from that, that's for sure. And then of course, but we want to have that physical, going into the office and doing all that. So that's going to start doing that now. That's hopefully the weather will be warmer and sunnier and better. So on that note, any last questions at all? Questions, comments, concerns?
I do. I have a question, Renee.
Sure.
Will you be going over, I don't know how important it is to go over assessors property information? Because you know how they give a value to the land, value to improvements, value to, I don't know if you go into that. I just need a better understanding of that.
That's for assessors. That's all for taxation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I don't usually go over that. Those
Okay.
values are, I've never worked for the assessor's office. But that's more for tax information. I mean, of course, you have assessed value, and then you have market value, right? But
Mhm.
assessed value is based what taxes are based on, right? I don't usually go over that because it is a valuation, I guess, and of course, but it's not what we deal with, right? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
no, I can hear you.
Okay, is that me or?
No, I think it's someone else.
Oh, okay. Who's ever
no,
trying
I
to
was
talk, I
just-
can't.
I was just curious about that to see if that's something that we should be looking at in terms of value, but I
Go
guess
over
you're
any
saying
type of-
that's
Yeah, that's more, like I said, that's more like taxation and things like that. We can look at it and it shows you all the numbers and stuff like that, but what we do, I mean, of course we're concerned about taxes, right? I mean, but property values,
yeah,
I
no, I
don't,
was just curious because of the add-on, additions and the solar and all these other things that are just coming up, are included in the assessor's information. So I was just curious. about
they'd have to probably bring somebody in from the assessor's office to because
Oh,
I know
no,
that's
that's
a whole different animal.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if you,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal.
Mhm.
Any other questions at all over there? Hopefully you got something out of it. You can look at plat maps, kind of be on top of these things, just to make sure, just use knowledge, just say, hey, just to make sure. If you want to go a couple steps, if you have a larger lot, can the lot be subdivided?
Might be able to get that assessor information answered on Saturday by a title person. They're the
Right.
ones who really deal with that more
Yeah,
than us.
right.
Okay,
But that's always good information to know too. So I mean, the more information, the better, right? I think that's about it. Frank, you have any last words, parting words?
Just reminding everybody about Saturday, I went ahead and dropped the address in there at 3960 North Studebaker Road. We're in Suite 106. We're just west of the 605 off of the Carson Street off-ramp. So if you go west off of 605 up maybe about a mile to Studebaker Los Coyotes, make a left. I'm sure your GPS can get you. If you make a left, you're going straight to the casino. So don't make a left. Go right, west toward the office.
Okay.
And then you can go gambling after. That's where we are.
There you go. But anyways, is that it, Frank?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, thanks again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you attending. Hopefully you got something out of it. That property was a little difficult, but sometimes they're a little bit easier, but sometimes you really got to dig deep, and hopefully we get into a rhythm, kind of a process. And then it makes it a little bit easier, but sometimes it's just it's work. It's work. So, but anyways, thank you so much. Have a great week or rest of the week. And hopefully we'll see you on Saturday. If not on Saturday, we'll definitely see you next Wednesday. All right. And have a great week and weekend.
Thank
Bye
you.
now. All right. You take care, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Coach Romero.
All right. Thank you.